Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday to y'all. Hope everybody's having a good one so far. Let's see who we got over here. We got Mr. Hobby. Good morning, Hobby. How you doing? Hitch Hamilton in the house. Kevin Ells. Hobby again. Randy Hall. Good morning. Michael Chips are in the house. How you doing, Michael? Troy Pritchard, a lot of familiar names there. You guys are getting to be regulars here. I like that. Ron Coffee's in the house. How you doing, Ron? George, good morning, CNC World. It's bright and sunny AM. Yeah. Ryan Ballard, how you doing, Ryan? Good to see y'all here. Let's see, we got Ronald Cool, Big Bear 4x43. How you doing, Ron? Yeah, happy Thursday. Nice crisp fall day here in sunny McDonough, Georgia. It's going to be another awesome day, I think. Let's see, we got some more folks piling in here. Rick Woodward, how you doing, Rick? Michael Chipser said he's doing good. That's good. Michael Chipser in Kansas. Okay, yeah, I saw you post something about barbecue. I've never had any. It's a different type of barbecue, I think, in Kansas. But yeah, let me know. And I'm sure you'll post pics, but let us know about the barbecue in Kansas. Ron Coffee says he's living the dream. Hey, yeah, buddy. Aren't we all? Earl Walker, how you doing, Earl? Oh, I don't have a lot of stuff. To talk about today. Being Thursday, you know how a lot of folks will post those Throwback Thursday. I don't know how that ever got started, but they'll do a Throwback Thursday photo, and it'll be something from way back or something. So I got a few photos that I might show later if y'all are interested in seeing those. Looks like I see YouTube over here buffering, so I don't know if it's stopped working for y'all or not. Michael Chipster said, I haven't had Shane's yet, though. Well, you get back this way, we'll go check out Shane's. Yeah, I don't know what's going on over here. Let me try to refresh this thing over here. Maybe it's just my computer. I don't know. I don't see. Looks like maybe some of the comments stopped too. No, I don't know. Maybe it's still going over there. Buffering in Florida. It says, good morning, David Jones from Portal Woodworks. How are you, sir? Ron says working here. Yeah, I have YouTube open on this other monitor. And so I know the last time it did that, I went back and watched the replay, and it's like it missed the first 2 minutes of the thing. So, but it looks like it's working back now. So maybe it will stay working. But yeah, I might do a few Throwback Thursday pictures a little later this morning. But I thought I'd talk about something. I was talking with Javi last night. He and I talk pretty often, pretty regular. And when I say talk, we don't talk on the phone, but we'll get in a thing here in StreamYard and use it like a hangout where we're not live or broadcasting anywhere. We're just here. It's almost like a Skype kind of thing. So, yeah, it said Facebook working, YouTube was buffering. Yeah. Well, I refreshed my YouTube screen. It looks like it's back. Got Darren Birds from Ontario, Canada. Yeah, let's see. We got Mark Lindsay in the house. He's over there on the tubes watching. Larry Galt, Troy Pritchard. Okay, yeah. So I guess it's doing okay over there. Maybe it was just mine. I don't know. But anyway, I was talking to Javi last night, and we were talking about how I want to get another computer monitor, and he sent me a link to a monitor on Amazon. So I went and looked at it, and then while I was there, I looked at another monitor on the one he sent me. I can't remember the name. It was some kind of off-brand, I think. And then the other one I looked at was a Dell, which is, I have two Dells right here in front of me. So I looked at those, and I think I put one or both of them in my little wish list so I'd be able to find them when I go back there next time. And I got up this morning, and I didn't bring it in here. Oh yeah, I did. So I got up this morning, before I even got out of bed. I grabbed my phone, and because a lot of times when I get up, the dogs aren't quite ready to get up, which usually it's the other way around. But if I get up real early, sometimes they're like, "No, let's just lay here a while." So they were just laying around. So I grabbed my phone, turned it on, started, go look at Facebook, start scrolling down, and lo and behold, what did I see on Facebook? I mean, just one of the first things I saw was an ad for, guess what? Those two exact monitors. So Big Brother is alive and well in my cell phone, apparently. I know that's probably happened to some of y'all too. So, and I've noticed something else too, and it always kind of freaks me out a little bit when it happens. But a lot of times I'll get up, turn on the news, and just to have some noise in the house, and get my first cup of coffee, and I'll be sitting in my recliner with the old phone, scanning through the Facebook stuff, see if there's anything new going on. And it's weird because I'll have the news on, but I'm not really paying attention. But just as I scroll and see a certain story, and it'll be, I usually watch the Fox 5 news. It's just, I like their meteorologist better than the other, so that's usually the one I watch. But it seems like just as I scroll to a thing where they've had a Fox 5 post, they'll be talking about the exact same thing. And it's weird because it's like I scroll up and boom, they're talking about it on the thing. So I don't know how they coordinate that kind of stuff, but it's really kind of weird the way they do it. So anyhow, that was, and I'm sure like I said, I'm sure you guys, Michael Chipster says, whoop, I can get it up here. They monitor your usage two ways. Number one is cookies on your machine. And number two, anything your IP is searching for. Yeah. It's just, they know everything you do. It's crazy. And I've had it happen to me, and I know Janet says 1984. Yeah. I've had it happen to me, and I know other people have too, where you just are sitting around talking to somebody about something, and then lo and behold, you'll see an ad for that thing within the next day or two, and you didn't click on it. You just were talking about it. So that's happened to me a lot. Randy Hall, how you doing, sir? Malvern, Arkansas. Okay. It is very 1984, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's spooky sometimes the way they do that. Mark says if you clicked the link, that's why you saw those ads. Yeah. Well, it wasn't totally, a big surprise when I saw those ads, because I'm like, yeah, they just know that I was looking at them last night on Amazon. But the really spooky ones is when you're just talking about it, or, and the next thing you know, boom, there it is. So, Chipset, that explains the ads I was getting after searching ball screw. And yeah, remember to delete your browser history. Oh, wow, man. I thought it was deja vu. Yeah. Oh, man. Have y'all seen the story? I'm sure you have, because this has been going viral. I've seen it on Facebook several times now, and people keep sharing it. But have you seen the video where there's some protesters blocking the intersection? And according to the YouTube video, because I went and looked it up on YouTube, and I was going to show it here, and I thought, nah, everybody's probably seen it. But anyway, it's in San Francisco, and I think it's a group of folks that are protesting, I don't know, climate change or something, I think. And apparently, this one gentleman had enough. And he comes up behind, and they've got like a big banner stretched across between two folks, and they're holding it. And he comes up behind them and snatches that banner out of their hands, wads it up, and walks over and throws it over a fence. And then, of course, he's so. I mean, you can tell he's obviously fed up, and he's so the look on his face and stuff. And the protesters are like, oh, so they start getting out of the way, and so he cleared that intersection. Basically, that one guy did it, because once he made an opening, then the cars started going, and they kind of, I guess, dispersed after that. But I was really tickled to see that. It's about time people start, saying we're tired of this crap. If you want to protest, fine, stand on the sidewalk and hold your signs and wave at us as we drive by. But you can't hold up people from work. And to me, what was really ironic about the thing is if they're protesting climate change, they don't want you, releasing carbon and stuff in the air, and they don't want you driving your car and stuff. But when they protest and block the intersection, now they're having a bunch of cars lined up in a traffic jam, sitting there running. So to me, that's like, well, now you're hurting the environment more because you're making these cars just sit there running while they, so. Nobody said protesters were real smart, but yeah, it's Michael Chipser says run them down. Yeah. Janet Moore says I was cheering that guy on. Yeah, I mean that it's no wonder that video is going viral because, like I said, people are just fed up. I mean, so far I've never run into anything like that. And I hope I don't, because I'll end up in jail for sure for running somebody over. Because I'm like, and it's not that I have any place important to go, but by God, you ain't gonna stand in the road in front of me and block me. But anyhow, it's going to get interesting because after I search that video on YouTube, I see that there's a bunch of other videos like in London and other places. They're all getting tired of it. People got to go to work. People got lives. And if you want to protest, I'm all for it. Just do it the way you're supposed to. I don't know how it ever got to be such a thing where they allow people to stand and block the road. And they've done it even out on interstates and stuff. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, Mark says they don't do that blocking traffic thing here anymore after 3 people were hit by a truck. Yeah, Larry says, wait a minute, it jumped. Larry says, you don't want me to be up front. Yeah, it's Janet. Janet says, we'll start a GoFundMe for your bail, Dave. I appreciate that. Hope it never comes to that, but you never know these days. But yeah, I'm sick of that stuff, and it's like I said, it's never even happened to me, and I hope it doesn't, because it won't end well for me. I'm sure. I mean, I'm already old, so life sentence doesn't mean that much to me anymore. So like it used to. But anyhow, all right, enough of that. Enough of the protester stuff. Um, what's on everybody's mind today? I can see there's not a whole lot of action over there on the Rocky Cam. We're getting a view of Jack's rear end right there, and that's about it. Uh, yeah, Rocky's already snuck out and no doubt getting his spot on the sofa warm. So let's see, we got Big D in the house from Brooklyn, Michigan. Good morning, Dave. How are you? Steve Gronsky from Mustang, Oklahoma. How you doing, Steve? He says, I'm in the house with no appointments till 10 a.m. Good morning, all. All right, good, good. Yeah, let's see what else I was had on my mind today. I always jot down these notes, and then sometimes I don't even use any of this stuff. Let's see here. Oh, I know something I was going to talk about or ask you guys. You know how they got this new thing? I think Walmart's starting to do it, and Amazon, I think, is starting to do this thing, and some others, but I think Walmart and Amazon are the two big ones. But they're wanting to if you order online and you're at work, they're wanting to deliver it and set it up where they can actually come in your house and set the packages inside the door. I guess to help prevent the porch pilots. But would you want a total stranger, an Amazon or a Walmart delivery person, or any delivery person for that matter? Would you want them to come to your house, and would you allow them to come into your house to set the stuff inside your house? I can't see anybody doing that. But if they're rolling out a program like that, they've had to have done a study or something and say, yeah, we need to do this, because Amazon and Walmart, they're not stupid. But I just cannot imagine. Of course, it's easy for me to say that because I'm here all the time, pretty much. But I just cannot imagine people. And even if you got a camera, they go, well, we got a camera, we can watch them and make sure they leave and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, but what are you going to do on your phone when you get that notification and you're watching them on the camera? Go, please put that back, because they're taking it. I don't know. I don't see that. I don't get that. Let's see. We got Larry Galt says an emphatic nope. Troy Pritchard says nope. Put a secure box outside. Yeah. I don't think that would work. Our 170-pound Great Dane would love it. Yeah. I know my boys wouldn't like it. They don't even like them walking up to the porch. No, I forget they're coming, and I would shoot. Okay, so everybody here in the panel, not that we've got a big cross section of America here or anything, but looks like it's all no. So, but like I said, they've had to have done a study on this and sit around their little board meeting and go, yeah, that's a good idea. We need to implement that. And I don't see it. I don't know why anybody would want to let a stranger come in their house. And I've heard some of the grocery stores are trying to do it where now when you get your groceries delivered, you know, they'll open, they somehow they let them open the door. I don't know where they get a key or how that works, but they get to come in and put your groceries up for you. And I'm like, come on, people. You know that's not going to end well, because sooner or later, because for one thing, the people that they're hiring to do the delivery stuff, they're probably going to pay them little or nothing. And then they walk into somebody's house and there's all that temptation, that's just not going to end well, I don't think so. But I don't know. I don't understand some of this new stuff. And I don't think it's just me because I'm old. It doesn't make sense. There's no, where's the common sense and stuff like that, you know? And the other thing is, we learn from a very early age. Your parents tell you, don't talk to strangers, and don't get in a car with a stranger or anything. That's pretty much common sense. Parenting 101, I think. But yet nowadays, people will get on their phone and call a perfect stranger, aka Uber or a Lyft driver, and don't think twice about getting in the car with them. And I don't know about where y'all live, but around here we've had some people disappear. Some of them were, I think, legit Uber or Lyft drivers, and others were. We had one case here where a gal, and I don't even know if they ever found her. I think they did, but well, not alive, I meant, but yeah, she was out having a good time with the girls, and didn't want to drive home, so she called, and I think it was an Uber she called, but somebody else pulled up. It wasn't the Uber driver, just somebody else, and she thought it was the Uber driver and got in their car, total stranger, and then disappeared. And a young life was ended just over something stupid. And I'm thinking, man, doesn't make sense to me. Where's all the common sense gone with folks? I don't quite understand that. All right, let's see here. We got a few comments here. Let me try to catch up here on the comments. It says they can't enter my home, but CVS will now allow you to ship FedEx to them and you pick it up there. Okay. Javi says definitely no for me. Put a secure box outside. Yeah. He was talking. Let's see. He said CVS up here, but he meant Walgreens, not CVS. Yeah, they're all the same, I think. Locks keep people honest. Absolutely. Ron says, I was checking out your Gatton map and found a guy that lives like 15 minutes from me. I'll have to get in touch with him. Good. That's what the map's for, to help people find other people close to you so you can check stuff out. Yeah, what happens when they go to the neighbors and deliver? Yeah. Could be a problem. I have to use Uber for work. They won't let me rent a car. Boss is cheap then. Ryan Ballard says, quick, ghost with arms or no arms? I don't know. Transmission is getting spotty on Comcast Xfinity. Jana Moore says arms. I would go with arms, I think, too. Yeah. Let's see. All right. I've once again forgot to hit my stupid timer, although I did push some of those other buttons. So I pushed it late. But I'm keeping an eye on the time down here. We've already been going about 30 minutes. Do y'all want to see some of my Throwback Thursday pictures or not? I got a few I can show if anybody's interested. Yeah, I don't know where he was going with that, unless he's talking maybe Halloween decorations or something. Um, Let me see if I can get those pulled up. And I'll show you some throwback pictures from back in the day. We were talking about old old cars and stuff the other day. So some of you old car guys might enjoy this one. Oh, I didn't even already have my screen shared. What's going on with that day? All right, here's a very early photo of yours truly. I'm the cute one with the little hoodie jacket on, and that's my dad and my two sisters. Um, and you'll notice the awesome 4-door. I guess it's 4-door. I think it was 57 Chevy Bel Air, um, and they had that car for quite a while. Um, but yeah, that's and if anybody knows the Indianapolis area, Hitch, you might, Janet, you might, but the houses, you can see houses behind the car, the streets right behind the car, and that's Waldemar Avenue. Um, Back there, which, if you know anything about Indianapolis, it wasn't at the time of this picture being made, but later on there was a theater right down the street uh, that ended up being a, what's the word to use, an adult theater type place, I guess. I'm trying to think of the name of it. I know the name of it like I know my own name, and I can't remember what it is, but 57 Chevy, yep, 57 Chevy Bel Air, and you can't tell it because it's a black and white photo, but it was the kind of a light blue that they used back then. It says the original Gatton ears, yeah, yeah. Um, let's see if I can find another one here. Yeah, here's another pretty old picture. This is after we moved to Danville, or outside of Danville. We lived about 2.5 miles. The art, yeah, Janet, that's exactly what it was. The art theater. I couldn't remember the name of it. West Washington Street area. Yep, that's it. That's it for sure. Dixon Hoffman, 57 Chevy, my favorite car. Oldest brother had a purple one. Yep. Yeah, it was definitely the art theater. I'm glad you said that, because that would have drove me nuts trying to think of the name of that. Anyway, this is a picture probably, I don't know how old I was in there, maybe 4 or 5, I guess, holding up a stringer of fish with a big smile on my face. No doubt, I just got back with my grandfather. Grandpa used to have a 49 Ford, and we'd go to a little pay lake. So I'm guessing that's where and notice the stripes I'm styling there too, man. The little black Converse and the black stripes and the Cincinnati Reds hat. I was styling it back then. And this right here is my sister, and this other gal, we were talking the other day about, if you know your neighbors and stuff. This was Susie Durbin that lived up the road. Her dad, Andrew, was a farmer, had, in fact, I think mom and dad bought the property that they built the house on from him. And it was just basically a little corner of a cornfield that butted up next to Jack Johnson's field. So Mr. Peabody's way back machine. Yeah. So yeah, there I am and styling in my little stripe outfit there, and happy. Got a little string. It's probably a little sunfish or something. I'm not sure what that is. So there's that. Let's see if I can find another good one here. This one here is yeah. This is a very rare picture here. Um, Here you can see me all dressed up. I'm thinking this was probably an Easter Sunday. And the reason this picture's very rare is because my mom is in that picture, standing right behind me. And I've got a gazillion pictures, that have been taken, and even the old 8 millimeter uh, movie film and stuff like that, and the Super 8. And mom is hardly in any of them because she was always the one doing the behind the camera. But yeah, that's the first dog I ever remember. That was Sandy. That was the name of our dog. And again, my two sisters. And notice I'm styling my little jacket here. It's got some kind of little emblem there. I'm not sure what that was. And it looks like I'm holding an Easter basket or something. So yeah, back in the day. Got another interesting, or it's interesting to me. It may not be interesting to you guys, but a picture that was taken here. This is one of my favorite pictures. This is a picture of me, and again, this might very well be on the exact same Easter Sunday. I'm not sure, but you can see I'm wearing my little jacket. It's got that same little emblem on it. But this is taken across the street from the church. The church is across the street, and this is the old New Winchester School before they tore it down. Um, and I've got the reason I think this picture is interesting is if you take a close look at this tree, and then I've got another picture right here. Let me check the date on this one to see when it was taken. 2013. I think it was before that. But anyway, get this picture. And there's me many, many, many years later standing in front of that same tree. And I'm trying to think of when this was taken. It might have been 2013. I'm thinking it was a good bit older than that. I'm thinking it was more like, well, I don't know. It might have been 2013. And then when I was back up there, where is it? This one, I think. When I was back up there for the reunion, I went and took a picture, and I didn't have anybody take a picture with me standing in front of it, but there's that same tree, and it's still standing. It's looking a little rough, but it's still hanging in there. So let's see. Jerry Brown says, now that we have digital cameras, yeah, it used to be funny thinking nobody's taking pictures anymore with regular film, and we are going to remember the old times. But now I think I have more pictures since cell phone camera than I have ever in my entire life, because it was expensive, the process. We didn't have that kind of money. So a lot of the 70s and 80s are just gone. Yeah, that's true. I mean, we're really spoiled now as far as photography, because it's super easy. You just grab your phone and click, and I have to periodically. My phone will start getting so full that I'll go and I'll make a folder on my computer, and I'll go put the date, and I'll go photos from my phone, and empty them out, and then it's not long I have it full of pictures again. But yeah, I mean, think about people take pictures of stuff they're eating and all that nowadays. It's any silly thing. But Let's see if I got one more here for the old Throwback Thursday thing. See if I can find one here. Y'all might get a kick out of this one. I don't know. This is, let's see if I can enlarge it a little bit. Yeah, it's not real good. But here's a longer haired version of yours truly. This, I was probably, I don't know, maybe 20, 21, maybe 22. I don't know, long time ago. But anyway, all right, there's my my Throwback Thursday stuff for the day. So let's see here. George says, "Well, you have to be a librarian. It's so easy to lose massive files with upgrades." Yeah. Actually, what made me run across these pictures this morning was, we were talking about cars the other day, and I thought, well, I've got those pictures. And when I say pictures, I know I've got the pictures, but I was looking for the scan where I'd scan them and put them in a computer. But I can't ever remember which. I've got two different external hard drives where when my computer starts getting full, I move stuff, and I don't know where they are. No doubt I didn't give them a name, so they're probably just some funky scan name or whatever. But I was trying to find some of the pictures of the cars that we were talking about the other day. So Larry Gall says he enjoyed that. Yeah, I've got a ton of them. Maybe I'll start. On Thursdays I'll start doing a few throwback pictures on here. But yeah, of course, you remember how old I am. A lot of them are going to be in black and white. It's not going to be pretty color pictures. Yeah, good times. Good times. All right. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and start wrapping this one up. I appreciate you guys hanging with me today. I appreciate you every morning. I'm actually on my third cup of coffee this morning because I've been up extra early today. So about time to get out there and get busy doing something. Going to have some company later on. Well, not really company. My HVAC guys coming to do my fall update or whatever it is they do. They come and look and make sure everything's running right, make sure the furnace is running good and stuff. And then in the spring, they do the same thing with the air conditioning. But yeah, he's coming today sometime after lunch. So I'm sure the boys will be real excited about that when that truck pulls in the driveway. And I've got to get to work. I got some other little things I got going on. So we'll do this again tomorrow. And thank you, everybody, for Curtis says, thanks for sharing. You're welcome. Let's see. Crab, Ghost 1, Jigsaw 0. I'm not sure what that guy's talking about. But anyway, thank you all so much for hanging with me here in the coffee sessions. Come back and see us again tomorrow morning. Bring your cup of coffee, and we'll see what we can get talking about here. So everybody have a good one, and we will see you tomorrow.